Hey everyone, Sarah here again today, and I'm going to be sharing some cards. I know it's not something I normally do, but I do enjoy making some cards. I just don't usually share the process. Here I am actually using Picket Fence Beary Christmas to You stamp set. I got these along with some other stuff when I won a gift card from a Cherry on Top for Black Friday. I love this stamp. It's so cute. I didn't make you watch me cut everything out. I didn't make you watch me stamp everything because I'm going to do 2 cards in this video, but I don't make you watch me do the other 4 cards that I also did. So I might share pictures of them because they are a bit different. But I'm going to use my Distress Oxides to really paint these up to the way I want them. Mess around with let's see, what is that? Lost Snow is what I'm going to use on the bears so that they look kind of like polar bears to me, at least. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll have a list below of all the distressed oxide colors I use, links to the stamp, and everything else. But really, I just had fun with this. It's relaxing. I fussy cut all of them out just around the edges because I don't know if there is a die for this one or not, but I did not get it. So I fussy cut around the edges. You'll see me clean up little messes here and there on the side. And I'll water down the brown enough to where I can actually use it layered up to do the antlers. Lighter with, more water, less light. Dip it in the darker in there to do some shading on the antlers. And, I'm just going to throw my worn lipstick Distress Oxide around. I use it watered down pretty good for my little guy's cheeks and his ears. And I got 3 different reds out. I've got Barn Door, Lumberjack Plaid, and Candied Apple. And I'm honestly not sure exactly which one I use, but I use all 3 of them if I'm not mistaken. So I'll have them all listed below. I'm going to go ahead and do his sweater, and I'll use the darker end as well and shade on the left-hand side, which is what I'm doing there. It may not really look like much here, but in the photos, you can see it a little better. Here, I'm using Mowed Lawn and Rustic Wilderness for the stripe on the shirt, on the sweater. And I'm going to do the part up on his collar as well. I think my water pen is leaking. But I like the cute little colors. I thought it was fun to go ahead and do like traditional Christmas colors here. Like I said, some of the other ones I did off camera are not technically traditional Christmas colors. So, but yeah, I went ahead and did red for the beanie on this one. Didn't quite have enough of the darker one on the glass mat, so I went ahead and just used inside the lid. And then I used, I think Festive Berry, I used Lumberjack Plaid for the berries on that one. And then I'm going to go ahead and move to the second polar bear. And I do the same thing with his fur and everything. I use the Lost Shadow with a little bit of black soot for shadowing. And then I go ahead and go back to his antlers, same way that I did the other ones, just with the brown and kind of layering it up using the darker end for shadowing, less water and everything. And then I'll go ahead and move to the leaves again. I use the Mowed Lawn first, and then I dip into, Rustic Wilderness, just to add a little bit of shading to the tips. And then I go ahead and do his beanie and add some shadowing again. And then I move on down to his shirt. Sitting here trying to figure out what was I going to do. Was I going to do the exact same thing or was I going to do it different? If you saw my hesitation there. Now I do the stripes. I do them in green as well, just like I did the other one. But I choose a different color of red for the shirt on this second one. But I'm going to go ahead and do all the green first, and get that all done. Add my little shadowing, making sure I've got everything colored in like I want to. And then I'll clean my rag off and I will go in. That's the Lumberjack Plaid down there. I'm going to go ahead and add that to the shirt and add my shadowing like I did on the other one. I really don't do anything to their backgrounds. And I did fussy cut one out where there's absolutely none of that background. But then I'm sitting here thinking, okay, if I want to make a mask out of that, that's going to be rough. Maybe I just need to get a better X-Acto knife. It'll be okay. I probably will try it again. But there goes that. And this is where I grab my stickles. This is from my stash. This is the diamond stickles that I use. And I use it on the beanie and then the little spots there on the collar. I'll do it on both of them. And then I'll set these aside to dry. And here I am back again because they're already dried. I pulled out my card bases. And then I'll show you here in a second. I'm pulling things out and I have a ton of already embossed and already cut down panels. And so that's what I'm pulling from. And this is a wood grain panel, and I used the Lost Shadow and just ran it over the top of it. And I'm going to use that for that card. I'm going to let it dry because I already made fingerprints and had to buff them out. This one also has a texture on it. I really, really like it. And I was going to layer it on top of that green. And I don't know. I decided I didn't like it. It didn't match well enough for my liking. You see, I keep going back and forth, but I'm just going to stick that one on the white card, just the white card base, period. I'm going to go ahead and pop it up with 3D foam, just like the other one. And I will go ahead and stick this to the front panel of my card. I'm going to add a little glue to this too because of the fact that it is 3D embossed on that portion as well, just making sure that it sticks well and I don't have to worry about it falling off. I grabbed the wrong glue at first and left a piece of tape stuff on there. So I went ahead and glued this down. You see me pushing it down. I had gotten something on there, so I went ahead and grabbed my eraser and took it right off, so that was good. I'm going to add my score tape to the back of the panel here. I'm not going to use that green at all. I'm just going to go ahead and stick this straight down to my card base. And that will get set to the side so I can go ahead and work on putting the other one together. Me fighting to get it centered. And I got more stuff on there. I needed to, if you saw me look at my hand really quick, I was looking to make sure I didn't have anything on there. I think there was something on my mat is where I actually think it came from. So I'm going ahead and adding this one just like I did the other. The base there, the wood grain, does seem to be dry at this point. So I went ahead and added my glue and everything like I did the other piece and went ahead and stuck it down. And then I will add glue to the back of this as well. Like I said, it is, it's 3D embossed as well, so I'm going to go ahead and add some good glue to it and adhere it down. That red is just plain cardstock. It's not embossed. It doesn't have anything done to it. And then I'll add some score tape to the back of that and add it to the base of my card. I set it up like that so that I can make sure it sits on there correctly. A little glue did come out from the sides, so I went ahead and cleaned that up so there wouldn't be a mess left afterwards. I grabbed my Prima metallic watercolors from my stash, and I went ahead and splashed these with gold and white. I just like the way it looked. I like the little shine. Who doesn't? I know I already added the stickles, but I thought this was cute too. There I am changing brushes so I can splatter the white on there as well. I'm going to set these aside, clean up my mess, and then go to stamping my my sentiments on the front of the front of my card. I'm going to sit here and try to line it up. I'm just going to say my stamping, my Misty has like a grid there, but so does my glass mat. So I had to move it over to the side so I could get it lined up correctly. You saw me do that there. And I love this ink, the Versifying Clair ink, the Nocturne. It works so well. I love how well that inks, and I don't have to worry about messing with it. I do have to say, you do have to let it sit for a second because it can stay wet, and you don't want that because you can smudge it. I'm going to go ahead and cut these down the way I want them. And then I will bend the ends in. I have dies for this, but I am not wanting to go dig in my my stash right now. It's literally right over here on my left, but I decided I was going to cut it by hand. And so I cut the ends into little banners, and I'm going to add that to below my little guys there. I added some 3D foam, and I will go ahead and stick that down on both of them underneath my polar bears. I keep wanting to call them panda bears. They're not. I can make them panda bears probably. Sorry. I'm going to go ahead and adhere those, and then I'll pull my Misty back out again, and I'm actually going to pull a different set of stamps from Picket Fence out. This is Merry Christmas Friends that I pulled out, and I pulled Merry Christmas from it, and I'm going to rub that one so that it's ready to go ahead and take the ink. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp that on the inside of my cards, and it just says Merry Christmas. And that'll finish my cards for me. I hope that you enjoyed this process. I know it's a little different than what I normally do. But if you did, please make sure to like and subscribe so that you're notified when I upload more. Thank you so much. You have a great day. Bye.